if you do purchase the leads the day they come out? And then 2, what is your strategy for actually maximizing the value out of the leads list?
I approach leads lists kind of more cautiously with the leads that are on the list, just because, like Logan's lists are capped at 10 people. There's other 9 people are looking at that same lead. Hopefully they're experienced sellers and aren't going to tank the listings and stuff, but that always is a possibility when there's all those eyeballs going on that lead. So if it's strong enough, I'll take the chance.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're joined by Sam, who has sold over $250,000 on Amazon and just in the last 12 months. And today we're going to be diving into his business and specifically deep diving leads lists, what they are and how Sam's actually able to use them to be a big part of his business. So Sam, thank you so much for joining us today. Would love it if you could kind of just tell the viewers who you are.
Hey, yeah, Logan, thanks for having me on here. I'm Sam. I've been selling on Amazon for about 16 months now. I graduated college last summer, and I've been doing this full time ever since. In the last 3 months, really picked up, broke that 10K barrier, doing pretty good numbers. I'm happy with it. Already see a lot of it grow, and I was on Logan's lead list for a good amount of it. I think he can go back and check. Probably around 7-8 months I was on his list.
I know we were talking the other day, and you have one of the biggest discounts, which shows you were just one of the early members.
Yeah, OG.
So yeah, definitely appreciate you being on the list. And that's really going to be the whole point of this video, is deep diving into the leads list. So how do you feel leads lists have really impacted your Amazon business?
They really were the root of how I switched to doing OA, because I was straight RA for a while. And then I wanted to transition out of a lot of the RA stuff, and because I was just doing a lot of shoes, I wanted to get out of that. So I hopped on the leads list just to kind of get an idea of what I should be looking for, because all I knew was shoes up until that point. I didn't know that this soap or this shampoo does better than this one. I knew nothing about it or where to even look besides Nike.com or Dick's Sporting Goods. So I hopped on Logan's list just to kind of get an idea of what this space looks like, what websites I should be looking at on a daily basis, what these new coupon codes are looking like. It's a big switch to go from RA to OA, and it just kind of gives you a general idea of what your kind of end goal leads at the end of the day are going to look like. Like I said, it's a completely different game.
Yeah, absolutely. I transitioned the same way. I was doing heavy RA for the first year and a half of my journey. And then whenever I decided to make that switch to OA, leads lists were foundational. And I always recommend anytime someone is trying to make that transition, get on some leads lists, whether it's a monthly subscription or even just purchasing a few one-time lists. But it opens up your eyes. It helps you get familiar to reading the data on a computer versus your phone. It shows you all the new websites that you can be sourcing. But it's also there's so much that we're going to dive into deeper, but rabbit trails and opening your eyes up to new storefronts. But it just makes that transition so much easier. So a lot of people, when they use leads lists, they will, get the leads and they'll buy them that day, and then they might forget about them. So I'd love it if you could kind of talk about your approach to 1, if you do purchase the leads the day they come out, and then 2, what is your strategy for actually maximizing the value out of the leads list?
I approach leads lists kind of more cautiously with the leads that are on the list, just because, like Logan's lists are capped at 10 people. There's other 9 people are looking at that same lead. Hopefully they're experienced sellers and aren't going to tank the listings and stuff, but that always is a possibility when there's all those eyeballs going on that lead. So if it's strong enough, I'll take the chance, but just to kind of test out new markets, new niches, just kind of get some of that data of my own. Let's say there's a size 9 variation on the leads list. Let's check out size 10, size 11, size 12. Let's check out the other colors. You can break that down from a simple standpoint like that, or into an entire brand. There have been brands on the list that I just keep a product finder search of the brand and find every listing of that brand and see if there's anything else on that website that has that sale going on, or I can make the same margins on, or find a variation that way. So that's kind of the 2 ways that I look at the leads list.
Absolutely. I mean, just taking my list, for example, we give 8 leads a day, so 40 leads per week. But if you're diving into that 40 could easily become 50, 60, 70 leads, because looking at the other variations, if there's a size 8 black shoe, look at that size 9 black shoe, look at that size 9 white shoe. Checking out those other variations, like you just said, is so valuable. And then also, let's say we give you a GameStop lead. GameStop has a buy 2, get 1 free video game sale going on, and we give you a lead from that. What that should be is a prompt to go say, okay, this lead is profitable and I could buy it, but what's more important is that now I'm going to go and check GameStop's whole site and see what else is profitable with this sale. The leads list, they'll give you a set number of leads per day, or you can really maximize that value, is like Sam was just saying, we're just elaborating on, is diving deeper into the variations, taking a look at the sales, taking a look at those brands, and really going further. And then, you could buy the leads the same day, or you could kind of be a little bit more cautious. Typically, I would recommend, if you're on a larger capped list, then you'll want to probably not buy those leads the same day because they're going to tank. Some leads list subscribers have like 30, 40. I've seen as much as like 55, I think is the highest I've seen subscribers on a leads list, which is crazy. Where all ours are capped at 10. So there's less competition, less tanking going on. So you can still kind of decide what you want to do there. But then Sam, another question I have is, do you ever go back to old leads that you find on the leads list?
Yeah, so I actually have I've got a big spreadsheet that most Amazon sellers do. And just on one of the tabs, I have all of the leads I've ever gotten off of Logan's list. So it's at like 3,000 plus leads. That's just crazy data that I can go back to. And it was profitable at one point, then it's probably profitable again. Maybe not the time you check, but filter them through, maybe look at it from a week from now, wait till a sale comes around and this might be profitable again. But I never have time where I don't have leads to source with a list like that. There's just so much data that you can go through it if you're like, oh, there's not really that many great sales today. I don't really know where to look. I don't feel like storefront stalking. Okay, then I'll just go look at my lead just catalog of 3,000 plus leads and find something in there.
Yep. I'm actually going to link another tool down below. One of my friends, Cody, he just made a lead list merger. So if you're on, like a bunch of different leads lists, you can kind of link them up. He has a demo. All you do is press a button and then automatically pulls all the data every day and merges it into a big spreadsheet. And I think that's super helpful. Just having everything in one place and then being able to track that data a lot better to go back to it. And why that's so important is because a lot of people, like I said, they get a leads list and all they do is buy the lead that day. And then 2 months goes by and they've forgotten about it. If you can be the person who goes back and replens that lead, if it's still profitable, then you're going to be able to probably control more of the buy box and get more of the sales because everyone else has forgotten about it. So being willing to do those extra steps is what's going to really set you apart. And yeah, so obviously this leads list can be huge for online arbitrage business. Sam, thank you so much for kind of sharing your expertise. We're going to put a link down below if anyone is interested in signing up for OA Alpha's leads list. Sam, thank you so much. Viewer, thanks for watching. Peace.
Peace. Thanks, guys.